Hey guys, Sean here again. Just figured after the last video I would show you guys how typically I brew my Boogie Brew for the Aero Gardens. You can see one in the background there, the one with the pepper plants, as well as the one with the alpine strawberries that I'm growing, and all of my container plants that are in the living room outdoors as well. I'm here in Massachusetts right now, and my temperature gauge says it's 34 degrees outside, so there's not much outdoor gardening going on. This is when I bring all my plants inside to overwinter them. That being said, again, I use the Boogie Brew Compost tea. Fantastic product. This is your standard 2-pound bag of Boogie Brew Compost tea. Instructions on the back. I also have their C90 ocean minerals, and their latest fantastic product, the Boogie Brew Pure Protein. I love this stuff. Foliar feeding, this is what I use it for. Sometimes I'll add a little bit of this into the compost tea, but mainly I use it for foliar feeding. And to make things a little easier, also I use azomite rock dust, but I put this stuff, this is an old Parmesan cheese container, washed out, rinsed out, and I put my rock dust in there, as well as the C90 I keep in a little container because you don't need much of this stuff, especially in the tea. And then I'm still using this small sample container, sample bag that Boogie Brew sent with a coupon code that I used the last time I ordered. So basically what I have here is a 1-gallon container from a bottle of cranberry juice that I brew my small batches of tea in. And typically you would want to brew a 5-gallon bucket with a large air stone, and Josh at Boogie Brew sells the entire kit with the air stone, the air pump, these products, the tea, the bag to put the tea in. The way I do it on small amounts for the Aero Gardens, or since I don't have a large area to use this stuff on, and it is diluted. You do dilute this after you brew it. But basically what I do, excuse me, I forgot to pull something out that I use. Usually, the Boogie Brew, you don't need to add molasses. It has molasses in it. I like to add a little bit extra molasses. Just a dash of it, because I usually brew my tea for a little longer. I usually go a day and a half, 2 days. I just want to make sure that the microbes have enough food to feed on while the tea is brewing. So typically what I would do is I will just use this sample bag again. It's the same as the the standard Boogie Brew product that you buy. This is just a little sample bag. But I just put a few teaspoons in, and it's like cooking. Like I do with cooking, I never measure. I never do. So I just add a few spoonfuls of this in this small jug. And the jug is not filled up all the way because you have to sort of make room for it will foam up. So, I do a few spoonfuls. Okay. I will Take a little bit of the C90 Ocean Minerals in my hand just to pinch. Dump that in there. The rock dust, you can't overdo this stuff. You know, I'll add a couple spoonfuls of this in there. Again, it's convenient with this container to keep it in. Like I said, sometimes I will add the pure protein. I will not this time. I don't. I typically foliar feed with that. Now, I just use a bamboo skewer and sort of mix everything around in here. Okay. Certainly easy as pie to do this. And here I just have a standard air pump, aquarium pump from the pet store that I use for this. Again, if you order the complete kit from Boogie Brew, you will get a really nice high flow pump with a multi-port manifold on it for your large brewing needs for your 5-gallon bucket. Just trying to plug this in here. I'm not going to do that yet. The air stone I have is just an air stone from the pet store. And for a small amount like this, this is basically all you'll need. So what I do is I just fit this onto the pump and drop it in. Okay. Plug her in and then she's off. Let's see if I can get this plugged in here. Okay. Swirl it around a bit, get everything mixed in well. And in a couple hours you'll see all the foam starting to rise up. And that's essentially all the microbes feeding. It's exactly what you want. And then what I'll do after this is done brewing, like I said, typically I'll go 2 days, maybe a little more. But I will strain that out. I'll filter it out with a fine mesh screen and add it to my Aero Garden. Aero Gardens, plural. I have one with the strawberries in it. That one has the peppers in it. And also I will water my soil container plants with this. So just wanted to let you folks know how I do it on a small scale. Obviously in the summertime when I've got the garden and all the plants on the outside, I will use the 5-gallon bucket. I don't have Boogie Brew's high output pump. I do have one of the big stones, but I'll typically add a lot more air stones into the 5-gallon bucket to make sure it's properly aerated. So, hope this video is helpful to you folks, and again, fantastic products. Go ahead and order them, check them out, and have a great day.